everybody, Danielle Hargenrader here, founder of Diabetes Dominator and community ambassador for Diabetes Daily. Really excited to have you back today for day 2 of our 3-day Healthy Love Habits Challenge. Yesterday we went over the super incredible importance of self-love and why it's so important in creating any sustainable habits that we want to have in our lives around our health, really around anything, as it all begins with the love and respect and kind of the appreciation that we have for ourselves as human beings. Today we're going to jump into day 2 where we're going to, yesterday we talked about self-love, today we're going to be talking about sharing the love. Because the thing is about self-love is when you love yourself and your cup is full of love, it can then effectively spill over and have amazing positive effects on all of the other relationships that you have in your life. And the thing is that the quality of our relationships that we have with other people is a huge determining factor on whether we live joyful, happy, fulfilling lives, because humans were meant to link up, to communicate, to support, to have support from other people. So today we're going to talk about really appreciating that one person in your life, or maybe there's more than one, that really is your immediate support system. Maybe it's your significant other, maybe it's a parent or a child or a sister or a cousin or a family member of any sort, or maybe it's a coworker or a friend or somebody who's just there for you in your life that you really love and that you know that they love you, and maybe sometimes that love is not expressed enough. And I think that's one of the biggest issues that we have in the world today, is that people are so pent up and held back on expressing love. And I think that's one of the things that's missing in every interaction that we have, is people are very guarded and they're very skeptical, and they're very, a lot of us have a lot of insecurities that kind of build up a wall that blocks that ability for us to just give and receive love. I like to think of people in my life that I meet, no matter who they are. When you come up to me and we meet, you're my brother or sister. Unless you give me some really major reason to feel otherwise about you, I'm going to treat you as such. And that's just how I feel. And that having that mindset shift for me, because before I was a huge introvert. When I was younger, I was 200 pounds, my A1C was out of control. I was an introvert. I had an eating disorder. I was depressed. I didn't want to interact with other people. And when I finally realized that it was the interacting with other people and sharing my feelings and letting them share with me and treating them the way I truly wanted to be treated, that enriched my life so much. So that involvement with other people allows our self-love. It's a practice that we can practice for our self-love, but also sharing the love with other people. And you never know where you might find that love in this world. I try to share my story as much as possible. And for me, my husband, who's my biggest support system as far as diabetes care, health care, everything care, he's just my best friend. And he and I met in Cancun, Mexico. I live in Philadelphia. He lived in New Jersey, which are about an hour away from each other when we met. And we happened to meet in 2006 and get married in 2007. Just like that. And I wasn't the type of person that would ever jump into a relationship. I was very grounded and skeptical and wasn't waiting for some guy to come sweep me off my feet. But it's just when you feel that love with someone and you feel that connection with somebody and you know they love you, it's worth putting forth that effort and coming outside your comfort zone to nurture that love. And that's what I had to do, because I, moved to New Jersey to be with this guy, and I wasn't moving, that was, to me, if you would have asked me about, I might do that for somebody a year before that, I would have said, heck no, I'm not uprooting my life to be with somebody. But my whole point is that if you find and you feel you have a connection with somebody, it's worthwhile to nurture that connection, because within doing that, not only are you able to work on your own self-love by giving yourself the gift of allowing yourself to give and receive love, because that's a huge part of self-love, is believing that you are worthy of giving and receiving love from someone else, but it also it improves your ability to have quality relationships and interactions with other people. And so when it comes to healthy habits, we need other people in our lives. Just hold us accountable. Just tell somebody what you're planning on doing. You say, hey, you may or may not know I have this relationship with myself that maybe needs some improvement. I'm going to be doing some practices on trying to improve my relationship with myself. And I really believe that that person would be really excited for you and probably want to support you. But we have to be willing to come out of our shells, out of our comfort zones, and have that relationship talk, or have that talk with other people, and be willing to share the love. So today's action item is, I want you to write 3 things that you love about somebody that's an immediate part of your support system. Pick one person. Heck, Pick 2 people. It'd be great, because the more you do practice, just like anything, the more you practice exercise, the more you practice any healthy habit, the more solidified it will become in your life. So pick 3 things that you love about at least one person that's part of your immediate support system. Again, it could be a significant other, it could be a coworker, a family member, it doesn't matter. And write those 3 things down, and then share below, who did you pick and what are those 3 things that you love about them, so we can continue to support each other and show each other that we're willing to come out of our shells and share the love. Because the more people who are open to love, who are willing to express love openly and not have any hang-ups about it, the more we as a human race around the entire globe of the world can come together in that feeling of just unity, because we're human beings, we all have the capacity for love. That's the language that we all speak. And so when we nurture that and we're willing to express that love to other people in our lives, it will again continue to spill over into our interactions with other people. And the other thing too, just like there was an extra credit yesterday, if you want to take this to another level and practice even more ability to have self-love and love with your interactions with others, is write that person a love letter. You don't have to give it to them. If you want to give it to them, that would be great. But if you don't want to give it to them, that's completely okay as well. It's just nice to get those feelings out of your heart and onto a piece of paper so that you can really express. You might surprise yourself about how much love you may have for other people in your lives, but you may not have the ability or you might not think about expressing it so freely on a regular basis. So write down those 3 things that you love about someone. Maybe write them a love letter. Definitely share below, comment and say who you love and why you love them, the 3 things you love about them. And we will continue to support each other as a community. And thank you so much for showing up today. I can't wait to see you tomorrow on our final day. This is a quick challenge, 3-day healthy love habits challenge. And always remember, you are much stronger than you think you are. And I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.